What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of our Leipzig career mode, and today we are going to have 3 games for you as well as our sim game. So I only have 75-ish minutes until my EA access runs out, and then tomorrow at the time of recording I'll have the full game, so we'll be back up anyway. So I only really have time to make one episode here. So we are going to go ahead and make it our normal episode, and we'll be going into our normal areas. So what we're going to do for this career mode, 3 games played as well as a game simmed, and we will be doing the interactive sim kind of thing, and hopefully we have a little bit of fun with that. But let's jump forward. We're going to be playing these 3 games: Mönchengladbach, who are top, and then Bayern, and then Real Madrid. So 3 massive games, and then we'll be simming this one right here, and hopefully we can come away with some good results. As you see, we sit right behind Mönchengladbach, 1 point behind, and then 2 points ahead of Bayern, and then we obviously have the Real Madrid game. So these games are very important to start. Everyone's pretty much fit and ready to go. The Limer could use a bit of a rest, so we're going to play Campbell here, I believe. He's started rather well. And then one person had asked me, by the way, to train Poulsen as a center forward. I'm going to keep him as a striker for now, and if we ever buy another striker, then I'll move him out here to back up Fekir, and we'll do it that way. One thing also as well, if you guys want to see me sign anyone for this career mode, just mention it in the comments. I read all the comments, and they get mentioned, and then they get put into the transfer hub, and it's as simple as that. So if you guys want to see me sign anyone in particular, Justin Cliver just moved to, on deadline day, has just moved to Leipzig on loan. So we're going to try and bring him in to the team in the January period, because we are already in October. So it's, you know, we have time to scout him and stuff like that, and then bring him in, and we'll see if we can make it permanent or loan or whatever it may be. So as I said, let's jump into this Mönchengladbach Leipzig, a big game. Let's go. One more, Campbell, and play it out wide. He can. Hwang Yi-Chen. Back inside. Here's Campbell now, and Nkunku's making a good run. And it comes to Nkunku. Tight angle, but he's made no mistake. It's Nkunku with the finish. 1-0. Not too many chances to start this game, but we take ours. That's an excellent finish. A really, really good goal, and it's Nkunku again, who started very, very well for us. He's got to start being trained. We're just going to train him as a center mid, because he's playing back there instead of forward, and I think he's a little bit better back here. And it's an excellent finish from Nkunku. He continues to make runs into the box, very good runs, and there's a good finish to go along with it. 1-0 on 21 minutes. Slip that inside, he can. Sabitzer, and he plays a really good ball, and that's brilliant. Oh, Danny Olmo did really, really well there. The perfect run. He was just run inside the center back, held him off on his back. Just could not finish it off. An excellent opportunity. More. Nicely done. It's a good turn. Slipped into space to Sabitzer. And Sabitzer's running forward. Tight angle. That's a good save. Bit of curl on that shot there. He did well. The goalkeeper, as that gets clipped in, he's surely offside, and he is. That gets played forward. One more. It's going to come to Hwang Yi-Chen here. And the goalkeeper's moved out. Can we get that tight angle? We can. And that is poor goalkeeping from Jan Sommer. It's 2-0. And we score right off the bat in the second half. A lot of pace, Hwang Yi-Chen. He did well to get beyond the goalkeeper there, but goalkeeper just didn't really come back. Really shouldn't be going out there. The touch, and he's not really moving his feet quickly enough, is he? And he's left a gap here on the left. And Hwang Yi-Chen makes no mistake as he hammers it into the back of the net from a very tight angle. And on 48 minutes, we've taken a 2-0 lead. Danny Olmo turns on it here. There's a run being made. Out wide. Gets it to Haslenberg. Slips it back inside. Nicely done. The Sabitzer here turns. Plenty of space for him, and not far away. Oh, that's a really poor clearance from Kanate. I'm not sure what that's all about. As that gets slipped back into space. And I believe that's Mönchengladbach's first shot of the game. And they bought themselves back into it. It's a good finish. Thuram with the goal. It's good football there, and now we have a little bit to do to hold off here, of course. Good defensively today, Mönchengladbach, but we've just let that gap open up. He's run into it. ran onto that, hit it first time. It's an excellent finish. There are 10 minutes to go here. Can we hold off? They don't have a lot of time here. 6 minutes now for Mönchengladbach. So we're trying to cover that run. Did well. Space here. A lot of space. We do manage to win it just, but they nicked it back. Nice turn. Plays a really good ball into that space. Someone step up. He ought to be having a shot there. He didn't. He's still doing it, and Jesus. Just cutting back and forth. Forces a good save at the near post from Galashi. We head that away just. Herman's going to get onto this a second time. And Kunku trying to keep the cross coming in. And we do manage to win it back. And it gets forward to Klosterman. And it's going to be 1 minute at a time. And surely now that should do it. As we are going to come away with a very big win over the team in first place. And we're going to add to it as well. 3-1 the final here. As we go top of the table. Hwang Hee-chan with his second of the game. And an excellent performance defensively. They had it. They tried to get it in the end, Mönchengladbach, but we just escaped, really. But we grabbed the third. A lovely, lovely finish. A lovely move. And that is it. 3-1 the final. And we move top of the table here in the Bundesliga. Very, very good. And as you see, they had 2 shots, both toward the end there. And we're going to change the difficulty, but not a ton. So we figured out in our Wolves career mode that when you play the really big teams, they're there to fight you. And it seems that lower end teams are a little bit easier to play. So we are going to just touch it a little bit. Nothing crazy in terms of our settings, but the CPU... Oh, I've already changed it. Never mind then. There you go. Those were the changes. We already added them. I guess it leaks career or changes over career modes. So that's fine. But here we are, 7 games. We sit top of the league, level with Frankfurt. And then 2 points out of Bayern and Leverkusen and Mönchengladbach. And then there's a pretty big gap. So I don't know where Dortmund are. But we're going to have a little bit of a gap here. And we are going to jump forward to the Bayern game. I believe this is an international break. So, you know, it is what it is. So we'll jump forward to the Bayern game. Everyone's going to be fit and ready to roll. Let's jump into it. Poor giveaway by Sané. And I can't believe he hasn't passed that, but it comes to Lewandowski now, and he is snuck away. And Lewandowski has chipped the goalkeeper. It's a great finish from the number 9. It's a really bad giveaway. I was waiting for the pass. It just didn't... He just didn't do it. Takes it off him. I really like those kits. But that just... It's a bad giveaway, and he just gets away, doesn't he? And it's an excellent finish from the Polish striker. And Bayern Munich here take an early lead. 1-0 on 17 minutes. Nicely done. Fekir. Klosterman. Gets it back inside. Here's Fekir now. And Fekir's doing well to hold on to it. Finds a really good ball to Hwang Hee-chan. What a turn from the striker. It's a great finish as well. That is an excellent, excellent turn. And brilliantly played by Fekir as well. Finds a really nice little ball into him. And Hwang Hee-chan continues his good scoring form. And finds the finish. It's excellently done. But as I said, he does so well. It's a nice ball in there. And what a turn. He starts to turn before the defenders chose to plant his foot there. It's excellently played. And on 32 minutes, it's 1-1 here. It's a nice ball into a bit of space. Slimer. Hwang Hee-chan has made his run. And Hwang Hee-chan is in on goal here. Tight angle. Hwang Hee-chan, lovely finish. He's beaten Neuer for a second time in 6 minutes. It's another for Hee-chan. You have to say the whole name, don't you? Hwang Hee-chan. That sounds so much better. But it's a great finish. He's just gotten away. Made a really good run. Stepped in here. And I believe that goes through Neuer's legs. I want to say it does. Or at least to the right side. It goes right through his legs. Neuer. If you want to beat him, the best place is down low where he can't get too quickly. The big German goalkeeper. And he's done it there. 2-1, we lead. And we haven't really played up the importance of this game here, but it is incredibly important that we at least don't lose. But a win would be excellent. 2-1 up on the 41st minute. And there might be more here as that gets slipped into Nkunku. Takes a touch, 3. And we've hit them in a quick blitz. Another for Nkunku today. But it's 3-1, and we've scored all 3 in the last 10 minutes. What a turnaround. Imagine the noise in the stadium in a situation like this. An excellent finish from Nkunku. And what a set of 10 minutes there. What a set of goals. As we grab 3 very, very quickly, and we lead 3-1. Nkunku. There's a bit of space for him out here, and there's space once again forward for Hwang Hee-chan, and it's right through the middle here, and Hwang Hee-chan gets to it. Can he lob him? Oh, that is not a great attempt, but at the moment, Bayern are really starting to push men forward, leaving us almost 3-on-2 at the back, just the way we've set up with 2 center forwards and a striker. When they push on, it's leaving huge gaps. Muller. Oh, he's managed to get by. Plays it back to Gnabry. He's Lewandowski. Trying to find a little bit of space. Oh, he's managed to hold on to that. I'm not sure how. It's a good turn from Lewandowski. Finds Goretzka. And there it is. Lewandowski just continuing to hold on to the ball. Just a couple, you know, swivels here, swivels there. He eventually finds Goretzka. Takes his time and fires it into the low end of the net. It's Lewandowski here just drawing defenders all over the place. And then Goretzka hammers home the finish. And all of a sudden they're back in it, Bayern. 3-2 here on 56 minutes. That is a bad giveaway. Lewandowski's... Oh, he's through as well. It's 3-3. An awful, awful giveaway. What are we thinking? It's twice now for Bayern. It's his second Lewandowski. It's twice we've put him in positions to grab goals. That's an awful, awful giveaway. And then they raise just after our subs has been made as well to make it a little bit more defensive. It's a great finish from Lewandowski, and what an awful, awful moment to let Bayern Munich go level. Coming forward. Play it out wide. Here's Alphonso Davies. He's on Fekir to check. And Fekir does well to slip inside. Back across goal. And it's a hit, and oh, it's blocked. A big opportunity, perhaps. It comes to Dani Olmo now. And Dani Olmo looking for something. Slides it across here. One more. Finds Tyler Adams. And it's a really good run here. And Nkunku, oh, he tried to step around. Still holding on to it. And Davies eventually, as everybody's falling over there. I was waiting for a foul. It never came. And it's back inside. Still holding on to it. One more. And it's Mukele. Oh, it's a huge block. Oh, I thought we had it right there. Oh, a massive, massive, massive block. As Lewandowski goes off, thankfully. And that goes out again. There's a minute and a half to go to try and steal these 3 points. And it's headed on, and it comes to the edge of the box eventually. And now, can we win the ball back? Oh, Jesus. Really playing around with fire there. 1 minute added on. And it looks like this may end level, though there's space in the middle. And the whistle is not going to go yet. Sane's going to get onto this. Still holding it. Blow the whistle, and there it is. 3-3. Not ideal, considering we were 3-1 up. And 2 really bad giveaways as well. I mean, not great, is it? Not great. As Wolfsburg grab another win. We stay level with Bayern. And we've got one of those games out of the way, I suppose, but that's not exactly what we wanted to see. Someone's got a bit of a wage demands here. We try to avoid discontent, find an appropriate buyer, or agree to the new contract. Schauner, okay. I hate being subbed off at the best of times, but the last game, I was almost convinced I would return to draw into a win. We'll make sure next time. Fair enough, Sabitza. I did take him off. We took him off to kind of make it a little bit more defensive. But unfortunately, it obviously did not work. Let's get this lad a contract, I guess. What's he's on now? 21K a week. Delegate renewal. I'm going to lower this. 1 year, 20K. Oh, he's 34. I could have gone way lower than that, but I guess that's fine. Just to keep him happy, keep the board happy a little bit. But let's jump into this. As you can see, we have Real Madrid here in the group. Hopefully we don't lose here. A win here could really put our place in this tournament, or in the next round of the tournament. Could really solidify that. Angelino appearances. They are apparently unhappy with how little time Angelino has had with us on loan. They are concerned. Fair enough. Heinrich's appearances as well. They have suggested that they will look to recalling if the situation wasn't resolved. They want to know if we plan to offer them more games in the future. That is fair enough. I hate how Angelino is here on loan. Heinrich's, on the other hand, is third option here on loan. In real life, he's a really good player. I kind of struggle because Mukele is a really good player, and he's not one of those players, though, that's first choice at any position. I think Kanate and Upamecano are first choices in those spots. We're going to let Heinrichs... well, we'll let Angelino play. So that's not someone we want to lose. Haidara doesn't play enough. We are just kind of packed in a lot of places, which is unfortunate. But Mukele is like third choice center back and second choice right back at the moment. And moving him to just solely third choice center back and moving Heinrichs up to second choice right back is kind of... it's a lot. So, I mean, we're in a position really where things are tough. We have a lot of good players, but we'll see as we go. Real Madrid, Leipzig. Let's jump into this. A big game in Spain. Let's go. Nicely played. Oh, that's really good football. It's Cruz onside, 1-0. Real Madrid take the lead. Not what we want to see. It's good football, though. Cruz with it. He just kept his run up from midfield. And as you can see, it gets played back in. And he's just kept his run up. Man lost him. Gets hammered into the back of the net. Good finish. And it's 1-0 on 20 minutes here at the Bernabeu. There's a lot of space here. Can't quite nick it off, though. Oh, nice football. We win this. Not quite. He does well again. And then hammers it home. 2-0 on 31 minutes. It's Cruz again, but he's just worked his way around the center back. And then this one is a better finish than the last one, obviously, but he's just stepped around and almost just held him off and dragged him in a circle before he hammered home the finish. It's 2-0 now, a second for Cruz. We need to wake up defensively. Vasquez being chased by Angelino. Angelino not going to get there right now. As Vasquez. Space in the middle. He does well to find that space here. Oh, Jesus, good save. Galashi with a good save there. I thought it found its way into the back of the net anyway. In the end, a pretty decent save. This gets headed out. It's going to come back our way. Try and step up on him. It's not taking the ball away, but it's Benzema on it. Nice take. We eventually escape. Good football once again from Real Madrid. Oh, come on. We've got to win that. It's a third. How in the world have we not come up with that? Is that Cruz again? It is Cruz. He's got a bloody hat trick on 50 minutes. How in the world did we not win that one? Right here. If we get a big touch on it, should win that, and it just gets clipped into that space. That run, that diagonal run from the fullback to the opposite center back is really dangerous in this game. It's happened again. It's 3-0 on 50 minutes, and we are all at sea. Played back in. One more. Hwang Hee-Chen. Great take by Hwang Hee-Chen. And goes for goal. It's a good save. One of our better opportunities of the game, which says quite a bit. It gets clipped in on the corner. Can't quite get a head onto it as Kroos finally goes off the pitch. The hat trick for the German. It's Kevin Campbell. One more. Nkunku. And Nkunku trying to maneuver space away. And taken off him again. Oh, I've left him running. Here's Hazard. Hazard again. Trying to find it. That's a great finish. It's 4-0, and we are being very much humbled here in Madrid. Some of these big sides are going to cause us problems. Last FIFA, it was the small sides that caused us problems. But the big sides here are very, very good. Ought to be doing better on his near post, Galashi. It's a goal for Eden Hazard now. With 10 minutes to go, we kind of just want this done with. Nice football here. Oh, that's right through that gap. Right through that gap as Mariano grabs a fifth for Real Madrid in the last minute of the game. It's an excellent finish. And I never would have once expected this, especially after we went toe-to-toe with Bayern. I knew this would be difficult, but Jesus, we are getting trounced. And I've stepped up there. I gotta stop stepping up with center backs in this FIFA. It is problematic. It was something I did in the last FIFA quite a bit. Stepping up center backs, trying to see if we can cause more problems there, but in this one, they take advantage of that, and they rip that apart. It's not great. As Nkunku tries to drag it forward, and then they blow the whistle. 5-0 the final. Kroos with a hat trick. Get me out of Spain. Get me out of Spain. They had 7 shots. 5 of them went in the back of the net. Liverpool are playing Waterford FC. Who the hell is that? I don't know, but that did not end well. And we have to play them again next, so that's not ideal. But as you can see, we're still top of the league after we drew with Bayern because Frankfurt did not get any points from their game. So we actually gained a point at the top of the league after the Bayern game, which is ideal. So we'll definitely take it as the final scout report has come in for Justin Kluivert. What do we have any money left, perhaps? 8 million. So we'll see what happens come January. But unfortunately, there are players kind of floating around at the moment who I'm not sure if they would survive another strengthening right now. But this is the second team. Doesn't look too bad. Heinrichs and Angelino are there. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the sim. So to keep this from going 10 minutes on every single time we do it, we are going to go ahead and just limit ourselves to jumping in 3 times. And if we don't have to jump in, we don't have to jump in. And if we get to a point where we're 2 or 3-0 up, we may just sim it out quickly. But if it's tight, we're only going to limit ourselves to 3 times jumping into the game as the game goes ahead and starts. So, Union Berlin, RB Leipzig. Hopefully we can grab a win here. This is one of those games we ought to, though we have the second team out there, as Union Berlin are in early, and he has missed that, and God knows how, and that is not the start we were looking for. A light injury to Forsberg. I'm going to dismiss that and let that roll and see what happens. Forsberg hasn't played a lot this year, and I don't want to kind of mess with that just yet. Nicely done to win the ball back. Now we can move the ball up the pitch. We've got plenty of men forward. It comes out wide here. Can't quite get a ball inside, though. And you really see how our system is supposed to be playing in this scenario, in the kind of 2D form. As we got plenty of men forward. We got the extra width. As that ball gets played in, can we find anyone to it? Not quite. We're 20 minutes into this game. And we haven't exactly gotten off and running. They've had the best chance so far, Berlin. And they're moving the ball around again here, and he's on again, and that's an excellent save. And as I've said, this has not been the start we were looking for. 25 minutes in. I want to jump in very, very soon. But we'll see when. Kind of want to jump in on a break, but they're moving forward here. Excellently done. And oof, can't quite get that to him. I thought we had it. That gets cleared down the pitch. Half hour gone. We're still level. I want to jump in here, actually, because we've got plenty of men forward. And that run's being made perfectly. That's exactly what I wanted. It comes to Poulsen. And Poulsen, can he clip that in? Oh, God, that is an incredible, incredible clearance, isn't it? Jesus, I thought we had that. That was exactly what we were looking for. I'm not sure how that ball didn't work its way back into it, but not the outcome we wanted, but everything else is exactly what we wanted. And we're going to go back up the other end. Here's Kevin Campbell, and the run's being made right through the middle to Edouard. And Edouard's onside. And Edouard, can he give us a lead? He can. A goal for the new signing. We've taken the lead. That's just exactly what we've wanted, to open this game up a little bit, calm it down on our end. Hoping to have Union Berlin come out a little bit, and that's an important step as Edouard is just onside seemingly. Runs across goal, finds the finish. Excellently done. And we will get back to the simming, but that's excellent. We've used our jump in very, very well and grabbed ourselves a lead. And hopefully we can just ride this to at least half time. So everyone's playing pretty well. Angelino's kind of getting a little bit tired, but we're doing okay for the moment. See if he'll blow the whistle, and he has. So we're going to move into the second half with a lead. Forsberg seems okay, I guess. I didn't really catch him earlier there, but he's still on the pitch, so we'll see. It's good football here. Good movement. Can we find a way through? And as you can see, the extra width, that really spreads out the defense, but it also leaves us semi-vulnerable as we're moving the ball around really nicely. Are we going to find something here? It's good movement here. And gets toward the side there and eventually gets nicked off him. And now Berlin, who are going to have to come out a little bit more, should leave themselves vulnerable a little bit. As we see, we still have the three forward. But they're moving the ball around here really nicely, and it's good football. It comes all the way back. And that is a really... Oh, I thought that was a worse clearance originally. That gets clipped out wide, and we're going to use one of our jump-ins here. Because this should come our way, and does. And step back inside, and we lose out. But Forsberg still has the knock sitting on him. They're moving forward Berlin. Nicely done. One more. Now can we go back the other way? Nice football here. Here's Kevin Campbell. On it still. Looking for a route forward. That is not who I wanted it to go to. And we will have, I'll have one more go here. So it comes to Edouard. And Edouard, can he find that ball in? Not quite. Eventually cleared, and that's not exactly what we were looking for. As we get to the end here, and we use one of our sims in a not so ideal way. But we are going to go ahead and grab a little bit of help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Danny Olmo on. I'm going to bring Voigt in for Haidara. What do we want to do here? I want to bring in Limer here. Just get a little bit more stability in midfield, hopefully. As the ball gets floated around, it's still on it. Union Berlin have had a lot of the ball. And that's kind of what our system's set up for, to be fair. And the ball's being moved around. 75 minutes gone here. As that gets slipped in. Is he onside? He is, but we go ahead and clear it and then give it right away. And wow, he ought to be finishing that. He ought to be finishing that. They've had two really good chances here. Oof, Jesus, as Galashi almost gets into trouble. They've had two really good chances, but they haven't taken any of them. We took ours. Not a lot left here in terms of time. 5 minutes. And we still have one more jump in. Can we win that there? Not quite. They're moving the ball around nicely, and we do win it here. And I'm going to jump in here. because I would just like to have the ball for the last couple of minutes. Maybe seal this game up. As it's turned on here, and it comes to Poulsen. And Poulsen finds a great ball to Campbell. That's what we wanted. And that's where our jump in comes in handy, isn't it? It's 2-0, and that will end this game. An important win. Needed to win it. It was very tight. But Campbell coming up big. He's finished it off sublimely. That's an excellent little move there that we had the time for. And the whistle will also blow any second now. And it's an incredible jump in there. We've had 2 jump-ins, or 3 of them. 2 of them have turned out in goals. We weren't playing well on the sim. And that reminds me of something that we have to do on the sim. Or not on the sim, on the tactic. I just want to do one thing. I kind of want to see if I can pull the center backs back, or the center forwards back just a little bit defensively, because they leave themselves up there, and while that's fine, kind of leaves us in problematic situations when we're defending like we were against Real Madrid there. So I kind of want to see if I want to just change one thing before we end this episode. Tactics. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, I've lost it. I've run out of time. I've run out of time at just that moment, guys. That is pretty wild. Unfortunately, that will have to be the end of the episode. We'll figure it out next time. Hopefully I remember, but we were at least done with it there, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.